Did you really think you could just walk off with that? I really hope so. As long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble. Ask away. My superiors seem to only be concerned about themselves. That's what I get for trying to be nice, huh? I'm trying to be reasonable here. You know what? You're absolutely right. I've heard Bayou's killed people for doing less. What the hell was I even thinking? I mean, it might be okay. No. That's not any more true than it was a minute ago. Hello. It's good to see you today. You know what? That does make sense. You don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it might be okay. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on, but I'm willing to take a chance. I've got my orders, but maybe we can work something out. Not happening. Something rotten is going on in this company, and one day, I hope to find out what it is. Huh. That makes a lot of sense, now that I think about it. The span above the city is outfitted with a specially developed electromagnetic absorption system. If there's anything else you need, any questions at all, feel free to ask. I hope there's a way to work this out. She might be a bit tough on all of us, but being responsible for Neon's power grid is a very stressful position. Sometimes that stress trickles down. I'm not trying to be a hard ass. I just can't go any lower. What do you think you're doing? I hope I haven't offended you in any way. I understand. I'm not trying to be difficult either. You might be right. Put that back. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you, but I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all. Sure, no problem. Of course there are. But so far, Brayson has suppressed most of their work through pure jealousy. Good. If you were, you'd be the 12th person I've turned away this year. What a waste. Help! Murder! I've got nothing better to do. That was Genadine's first and last major success. I'm still willing to talk. I'd like to help you. I really would. That's all just talk. Doesn't change anything. I hope I can trust you. Not happening. Maybe we can work something out. None whatsoever. I don't care if I'm allowed to or not. I'm happy to get this off my chest. I'm trying to figure out how to help you. Calm down. I'm still thinking about it. Nice words. But they don't change anything. Help! Someone's being attacked! Hey, look. Thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. Genadine needs to come out with something spectacular to put us back on the map. If not, we'll remain stagnant forever. Or worse. Nobody wants that. Pickpocket! Stop! You're just annoying enough that this might work. I'd like to tell you. I really would. Sorry. I've got orders, you know. I'll take that, thank you. No, of course not. We still produce smaller power systems and backup generators, but nothing even close to the magnitude of the conduction grid. When a lightning discharge hits the span, the energy is instantly distributed across the grid to prevent overload. Sorry, but I can't. What? No, that's not true. At this point, the energy is clean, and it gets stored in massive storage cells in Neon's underbelly, from which it's parceled out and used for power. Why? Because I'm sick and tired of putting on a corporate face and pretending that nothing's wrong. I haven't agreed to anything yet. Yeah, I hope so. Someone do something! You know what? You're absolutely right. I can't allow Brayson to run this company into the ground. I'm afraid that things aren't going terribly well around here. I don't see how. You know how it is. I'm the one you've got to deal with, like it or not. What do you think you're doing? We're done talking about that. Sorry. You want to do some digging? You do it on your own. Too bad. I don't have time for this. Maybe need to think about it. What are you doing? I've only been working here for a few years now, and she's been my boss the entire time. And before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I helped, okay? I bet I'm more stubborn than you are. I'd like to keep this civil. Working from her facility in Neon, it took her almost 25 years to get the conduction grid up and running. Besides looking like some sort of madman's modern art piece, it's actually the main source of the city's power. The conduction grid is only effective in lightning-rich environments. That's why Volai was chosen as its primary development site. I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayou might be able to put aside his ego and look at this from a business perspective. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. It got really heated until Bayou stormed out the door. You think I'm a pushover? Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago. Nice words. But they don't change anything. I really doubt it. Well, sure, we still have a roof over our heads, but how long is that going to last? I'm also including a list of all the failed experiments he's greenlit, and how much they've cost Genodyne as proof of his incompetence. I'd like to think so. I'd like to tell you, believe me. I'll be happy to answer any questions about the conduction grid. I appreciate that, but the answer is still no. Hope to see you again soon. I hear you. Come on. I'm trying to help here. No way. It's my ass if something goes wrong here. You know what? You're wasting my time. I really hope so. Genodyne was founded in 2232 by the original designer of the conduction grid, Felicia Corbin. Look, I still need to put the finishing touch on these reports. If you change your mind and you can help me decide, I'd really appreciate the help. You don't scare me. The way I see it, you need what I'm offering more than I need what you're paying. Hey, I still have that full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayou. Do you think I should send it or not? It was great speaking with you. I'm not sure that's a good idea. I wish that was the case. Fact of the matter is, we're barely treading water. The energy is then transferred through a series of polyphasic capacitors and rectifiers to ensure all of the negative and positive strikes are equalized. I don't think so. The conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. My position puts me in charge of the welfare of our personnel. I can't in good conscience allow that to happen to them. You're starting to make a lot of sense. Thanks for taking the time to talk. Look, I'd like to help, but I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayou. But I don't know if he can be trusted. What? Oh my God. Funny thing is, when you think about it, it actually makes perfect sense. No, it's not that simple. I really hope so. You'd think that, right? Maybe. Need to think about it. Oh my God! One step above me is Ayumi Komiko. She's the COO of the company. And then there's Kaito Harada, our esteemed CEO who never seems to be around. Hey, give that back! I think you may be right. Don't get ahead of yourself. Someone help me! So that means Bayou has a controlling stake in Genodyne already. And he's soaking up a corporate salary to boot. You're a genius. You know what? You might be... Wait. No. What am I saying? We'll see who gets tired of this first. Sorry. We aren't hiring at the moment. Hey, give that back! No, I can't. Sorry, I don't see how. Stop trying to confuse me. I'm just doing my job, you know. I'm sure you're on the up and up. I doubt more talk is going to change my mind. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking before. Yeah, I get it. You don't want to get involved. Typical. That's what I'm hoping. Sorry, I have a lot of work to do. No, I can't. Sorry. I'm not trying to make your life difficult, you know. Of course it is, but we're teetering on the edge of a precipice. One wrong move and the whole operation topples into the ocean. Sorry, but I can't. Okay, I get it. I just need a second to think. Hey, that isn't yours. I hope I can trust you. I'm starting to think you're right. Don't get bent out of shape. You're wasting my time. Help! I'm being attacked! Maybe we can still work something out. See that big yellow thing that's draped over almost the entire city? That's the grid. Or what the locals call the span. I actually need our CEO's approval for that. And so far, it's been denied. She's my boss. She's fine, I guess. Look, like I said, I don't want to get into serious trouble. Don't try that again. Whoa. Okay, that's crossing the line. I can't discuss company matters like this. The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. It's do or die time around here. We can either spin our wheels forever or, worse, go under completely. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division. There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. You may think so, but I don't. It's nice to have visitors up here in the tower. It describes my aggravation with how badly Brayson Bayou is running the research and development division. I can give you 117 reasons. Our employees, unfortunately, no. I'm in third on the corporate ladder. Well, the big boss is our CEO, Mr. Harada. But I've actually never met him. He lives somewhere in New Atlantis, I think. Yeah, what? Is this important? I'm really busy right now. I can see that. What do you think I should do? People around here spend half their lives terrified about being backstabbed, and spend the rest of it planning on how they're going to screw over someone else. I've never actually met Mr. Harada. I haven't even seen a picture of the man. I've only communicated with him via messages. Is this really what we're doing? I wish I could help, but I can't see how. All right. I'm willing to hear you out. I'm still listening. Genodyne has always hoped to adapt the grid's absorption technology for other applications, but nothing public has ever been announced. This isn't getting us anywhere. Isn't it obvious? Administrator Bayu clearly leaned on Ms. Komiko to get his brother hired. It's nepotism in action. Things on your mind? I'm right there with you. Well, maybe. If Genodyne goes completely under, how many of them will lose their jobs? How many might get cut in a restructure? Nice try. But no. Genodyne Industries welcomes you to our corporate office. I think... No. Stop it. You're trying to confuse me. I wish I could. But if anybody found out I helped you, I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayu. Maybe so. Look, I don't know why you're pushing me to talk about Miss Komiko's private affairs, but I don't think it's appropriate to ask me about this right now. That's mine! Give it back! I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology. Well, like I said, it's shut down. Had to cut the entire tour staff too. Well, this certainly puts a different spin on things. I'll just keep my head down for now and my mouth shut about Brazen Bayu, because I'm sick and tired of the corruption that's running through this city. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all her meetings in her safe. I can see that. Hold on. You're trying to confuse me, aren't you? Sorry, but I can't. I wish I could. But if anybody found out I told you, you might be right. Don't mistake being reasonable for being a pushover. I really doubt it. That's an excellent question, and the answer for it is surprisingly simple.